You checking out what I have? This is nighttime. I'm going to hang out on your lap. This is pasta carbonara. Well, my version. Saturday. It was very chilly. It was like 46, 47 degrees, which was what, 7.7 Celsius? So it was pretty chilly, and it rained. Well, we took a walk this morning. The boys and Mama and I took a walk. I took my cane with me so that I could keep going because my knees were starting to hurt. I had to share the cane with Spencer, and I had to promise I'd find him a walking stick. So I didn't say promise, but I'm sure he took it as a promise. But that's only if he can behave himself and not swing it around like a swordsman or something. He is so hyper. We got back and it started getting cloudier and colder. We got in the house and I was going to put the baby down for a nap. He just did not want to go. And Ashley said, well, it's a little late. Maybe he should eat something. So we had our lunch. And he still didn't really want to go down. He was hollering and screaming. He wanted to be part of everything. Spencer earned enough stars to play a card game on the computer. So he was doing that, and the baby wanted to be part of it, so he didn't want to nap. Finally, I put on some Django Reinhardt music, kind of a swing jazz, and he settled down. Went from to he gave it his all. And then Spencer took a break in the card game, and Mama and Spencer and Baby were all napping. I think I was too. I think I did. And the rest of the day we played a lot. We watched Inside Out 2. It's a story of a girl going through puberty, or starting puberty. The first movie was as she's growing up, it gets you used to the different parts of her thinking in her brain, like joy and sadness and fear, and they're all very different. They're different characters. It's all cartoon. The second movie, she's starting puberty, and she has like junior high type thoughts or middle school thoughts and stuff like that. Not my cup of tea. I mean, I watched it and there were some funny moments, but I liked Luca, the movie of the little boy that was a sea serpent in the water and a boy on the outside. And Brian goes, you like it just because it was Italian. No, I like it because it was about a boy. How many do they have about a boy? They have all of these about girls. Moana and Pocahontas and all these about girls. Cinderella, Snow White, they're all girls. Finally, they have one about a boy. Well, they have another one about a boy. He's a little Mexican boy. He plays a guitar, and I don't remember what that one's called because I don't think I saw it. I might have seen it. And it's about the Day of the Dead. It's a celebration that they do honoring the people that have gone before. Anyway, it was that kind of a day, and this guy comes to the porch, Amazon delivery guy, with this huge box, big as Spencer. And Brian had mentioned that he needed a code word for the guy to be able to release it to us. Ashley didn't have that. He goes, I wish Brian wouldn't do that. I wish he'd tell me, So she had to text Brian, and he couldn't get back to her right away. So they said, well, we'll be back later. Finally, we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and the baby was still napping. And I joined them to watch that Inside Out #2. And we kept wondering when they were going to come back, and were they going to wake up the baby, and oh boy. But they did come back about 6 o'clock, and the box is huge. But Spencer says, I wonder what it is. I said, it's a robot. If you get bad, that will replace you with the robot. Don't say stuff like that, Grandma. He was worried about a robot replacing him from that box. He's way too little to understand sarcasm or humor or whatever it was, an attempt of. Sorry. I do a lot of dumb stuff. My situation was so much different than Ash and Brian's. They actually care for each other and they care for their kids and have a nice house to live in, etc. I didn't have all that situation. I mean, I cared for my kids and I tried the best I could for them. So here I am. It's about 9 o'clock at night and I'm going to have my supper that I made in a flash. People that can cook know that you can make a nice supper in 15-20 minutes. You'll have a really nice meal. People that don't cook sit and freak out about it and order out. It's a lot cheaper to make it yourself. All these things that my parents and grandparents had lived through the Depression and poor poverty times and all that back in the 20s and 30s. I learned a lot from them. And if you're a young person out there and, ask some old people that have lived through some stuff. If you want to know what it's like to have lived through something or other, find someone that has lived through it and ask them. Reading only takes you so far. And then, one person's opinion might not be everyone's opinion, so ask more than one. Open your mind and ask around and be receptive, and then take all that information you get and figure out how much of it is common with the other information you got, and kind of figure out that that's probably how it was in those days, or that's the people's attitude of those times. Here I am blithering on again. I'm feeling kind of depressed in a way, because I'm trying to do what Ashley does. I'm trying to make things better, and Spencer he is impossible. They're on the edge of having him expelled from school because he doesn't listen. He's like a wild child. He might need medication. I don't want him doing bad things and thinking, he happened to get away with it or something, that's the way to be. No. Like I mentioned before, what kind of example are those people in Washington giving kids? Not the best. We're trying real hard to raise these two little guys to be good, honest, wonderful people. Maybe people don't care. Maybe they're too stupid. I don't know. But we're trying really hard. That noise you hear is my stovetop thing. After you cook something on it, the fan runs, and it runs for about 15 minutes till it's cool enough to touch the top of it. I'm going to try to catch up on some vlogs. I don't even know if I put up a vlog yesterday. Tomorrow Brian and I are going to try to take apart that wooden swing set thing. I don't know what we're going to do. The ground's saturated because it rained all afternoon. It's supposed to rain in the middle of the night too, so I don't know. Monday there was talk of us, Brian and the kids and I, going to the mountains up to Idlewild. I love it up there. It's like an old hippie community where probably back 50 years ago there were a handful of people that lived up there. There, on the way up there, there's a what is it? A Zen yoga retreat and a place where you can live, and not really a commune, but a communal effort thing, which is kind of cool. So I don't know. And then Tuesday, Brian will be off, and Spencer will be back at school. So whatever we don't get done with the swing set, we will finish on he has a doctor appointment and a dentist appointment Monday, Tuesday. I don't know what, but yeah, we're gonna be pretty busy. I still have so much to do. I haven't got that endless bucket of paperwork to find out if I'm being ripped off healthcare wise. I probably am. I'm probably really stupid about it. Probably? No, I am stupid about it. And I still would like to go to Germany next year, but I don't know how possible that is. I'd really have to get my butt in gear and set my sights and all that. I don't know if I can do it. Time goes so quickly, and I get older and older, and things get more expensive. God knows the world's spinning crazy and wobbling, and who knows. Kitty Cat's gonna be loving me while I eat my carbonara. Well, I'm so glad you're there. Thanks for hanging in with me. Subscribe if you wanna. I will have some crazy stuff, at least jokes on Wednesdays for sure. Whoop Whoop Wednesdays are jokes. And there might be some cool stuff ahead. I'm going to try to get the camera out, not the phone, and film the guy putting this new swing set together on Wednesday. Everything is just right on the tail end of everything else, so it's kind of hard to take a deep breath so I can go upward and onward.